Hey guys, welcome back to another Summit Escape. Today I will be helping you guys complete the Roswell Escape. Now, Roswell Escape is pretty easy, straightforward. There's only two different roads that you can use. Well, roads. The first path that I'm showing you is the rally raid path. In case you don't have a hypercar or an Alpha Grand Prix or a drag car, or don't have enough parts on it, whatever, it is horrible. This path is not good at all compared to the other paths I'll show you. The other paths are pretty much equal, except of course for drag car being a lot better than the rest of them. On this escape, it's basically just important to take the jumps, keep the nitro high, keep the speed high, and you'll be able to get, I think, up to 5 kilometers, like 5.5 kilometers is the maximum you're going to get out of this. There's little to no chance of any more distance. It's good if you just want score in the summit, okay? But I would not recommend it if you want a high position or a high score. This will certainly not be any use to you if you have a nitro set on any of the other classes. But 4.8 is fine nevertheless. Next up, we have hypercar. Hypercar. So you first of all do the airplane swap onto the road, and this, of course, for players already turn off, but I mean, at least the airplane swap is easier than the rally raid one. You only need to land on the road, and you nitro off-road a bit. Make sure to keep a lot of speed, because you need to do this jump cleanly and jump into the road. That's all you need to do. Jump into the road. That's literally what you need to do. For this corner, I actually line it up perfectly. So right at the end, you cut between these rocks or over this rock, and you have the right angle to jump back onto the road. I entered the road a bit late here, so there is room for improvement on this run. Down this straight again, the time you're gonna cut to the right after here. So you're gonna go down the road, and not entirely at the end, because there's a very hard place to go through. It's a rocky wall on the left, and there's also some rocks on the road. You want to turn off early enough there, but also late enough that you keep enough speed, you know. So that jump before is probably the most important part of the entire hypercar run. Then the NOS usage down here, if you have slipstream, maybe you can probably get like 9, but that is all you need to know for the hypercar. This can make about 8 kilometers, and next up we have Alpha Grand Prix. By the way, just a quick note for the escapes, like the records. These are all done old records when there used to be a respawn glitch, which has been fixed, but the leaderboards haven't. So the entire leaderboards are filled with these glitch escapes. This was also the easiest one to do, and the one most people did. So do ignore the records on Out of Summit. Those numbers are unachievable. If you do it perfectly, you might be able to get 11.5 maximum. Okay. For this Alpha Grand Prix run, it's basically just drive fast. There's actually not that many annoying bumps, and the corners are pretty smooth too. So it's a pretty fun track to drive with Alpha Grand Prix. Just make sure to slow enough for the corners, and because acceleration is so good on Alpha Grand Prix, you generally do pretty well. You're like, oh, but I already see the circle here, you know, like the hypercar didn't, but you did take the 2 extra corners, and that gives you a lot more distance to play with. Here, because Alpha Grand Prix loses so much off-road, you need to go inside. I didn't take the corner all too cleanly. You can probably do better than me there. And basically all this is about is driving clean. If you can get a clean run down here, you might be able to get 8.5. I don't know how much is hypercar possible. I didn't have the best of starts. I know one time I got a very lucky bounce and I somehow flew further. So it really depends on how hypercar goes. We'll see how it goes through Summit. That was the best run I was able to get in the last few days. Then, like 8.1, okay, this is very good already. This is going to be top run. But we still have the drag race. And as per usual, drag race, it just overpowers anything. It just, yeah. Of course, you need a wheel for this, steering wheel. Even if you're on controller, this will be hard because the wall rides are not in all the places you need them to be. And you don't want to take all the wall rides. But if you are on controller and you're trying to do this, it's not impossible. I have a friend who did 11 kilometers, I'm pretty sure, on controller. So it is possible. I'd recommend, I don't have any settings, but I'd recommend turning up the gearbox to around 5 or 6, not gearbox, sorry, the aero, because that will massively improve the handling for controller. NOS usage down this road, the corner cut might be more important here. We are not sure anymore because I removed this wheel ride. I took the corner on wheel. For control, I think it's definitely better to do the same corner cut you did on Hypercar. And basically, in the end, you just full speed. And you save up your nitrous. You make it down this road, hopefully without killing any traffic, hopefully carrying as much speed through the corners. And you'll be able to get roughly around 11 kilometers on the best of runs. So here you can wall ride, or you can slow down. I would recommend wall ride. The second corner, do take that without the wall ride. That was a mistake on my end. Jump here on this side of the trees, turn left when you land so you don't crash into there, and then just bounce. And if you have enough speed, 11 kilometers, 11 and a half maybe if you have a good start. That's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment if you want to see more escape guides. This one was very fun to make. I love these short escapes. As you can see, many glitch records. But hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you.